few days ago on a Friday, I made a rare trip into the nearby town. It was about 30 miles away. And I was accompanied by Mike, my co-host on the radio show, and his wife Karen. And when we were driving back here, coming back from town, I pointed out the enormous piles of tailings from the mine that has been in operation for more than 100 years. And of course, the tailings are the size of tall buildings and they cover acres. The next day, we went hiking into the wilderness, the nearby wilderness, and had a different kind of experience with tailings. I mentioned to Mike and Karen as we were driving back that imagine if you were the prospector who 100 years ago or so showed up with a little pick and a shovel and the donkey, and you were digging these little holes. And imagine you showed up 100 years later and you see these enormous tailings piles that they use to separate the ore from the rock and discard. And so then the very next day we're hiking the wilderness, and Mike says, "Whoa, that's a beautiful shot." And we looked up, and there was the river in the foreground, and there's green everywhere and purple on the cliffs. And right in the middle of it, there was a little tiny tailings pile, the kind that was created more than 100 years ago by that guy with the donkey and the pick and the shovel. And I pointed that out because if you don't know it's there, it really doesn't stand out much. It looks like a little tiny pile, like, the sort of thing that would be created by one guy with a scruffy beard and a donkey and a pick. And so we covered more than 100 years, probably 140 years of progress in that short 2-day span in talking about the mining industry and the ravages to the planet that ensue. Small wonder that we're at the edge of extinction. At the edge of extinction, only love remains.